Next are excerpts from a conversation with His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 7th, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur had said, "Evta Kuli Chala." Here is a disciple of Kuli. Nake tilak golaya mala, but has got a tilak in the forehead and a neck bead in the neck. But it's Kuli Chala, number one disciple of Kuli. You know this song? Holy. These persons who are committing sinful life don't say anyone or publish. There was a trouble. But that's a fact. Those who are living in the now and acting like monkeys, they will get next life a monkey. To remain in Vrindavan and then get like liver. In one life, all the sinful activities will be punished. Because as soon as animal life is obtained, there is no more further record of the sinful life. The animal cannot make sinful activities more than what is destined by him. But then sinful activity is not taken into account. But this man who is offered this monkey's body, he suffers the inconvenience of monkey life. But your sinful activities are counteracted, and because he came to Vrindavan, lived in Vrindavan, by the mercy of Radha. Next life, that is the glory of Vrindavan Dham. Otherwise, what is the explanation of these dogs and hogs and monkeys in Vrindavan? It will be Dhamma Pura, committing offense in Dhamma. Dhamma Pura as Dham Bhajan, if one undergoes devotional service out of Vrindavan, and one executes devotional service in Vrindavan, it is 100 times better. Similarly, Dhamma Aparad also. If the aparad, the offense is committing outside Vrindavan, that is not so grievous as committing offense in Vrindavan. Dhamma Aparad. So the punishment is there, but the reward is also one life. Pratyena kampasa savikshamana vijnana evatma vikam vipat. Therefore, devotee in a reverse condition of life, you understand that I am punished, little punished for my previous mischievous activity. Oh, now I have become realized. So he becomes more enthused towards the Lord, that we are finishing my sinful reaction of life with slight punishment and this is 15 compass or so.
The dogs and the monkeys, they feel grateful? The dogs and monkeys feel grateful?
Yes, when they come to sense, they yes. As dog they cannot. As dog or monkey, they cannot enhance their sinful activities. They stop. And whatever they do, that is not taken into account. And to suffer as dog or monkey means counteracting all previous sins. One punishment, finished. That is fully reversed.
I was always wondering that if the desire, somebody's desire is to commit sinful activities.
Right? Very true. If you desire, it is not sinful.
And then if they desire to commit sinful activities and before they became monkeys, but then they were doing it then. So whilst they're monkeys, their desire must change. Or is it that change forced upon them by the mercy of Krishna?
But if desire changes, then there is no punishment. If it is repentant, then there is no punishment.
So before they go back to the spiritual world, their desire must change.
This is forceful change.
Forceful change.
That is the advantage of Vrindavan Bhajan.
That is good.
But not that willfully do something. That is punishment. That is punishment. When one unconsciously, without any knowledge, does something wrong, that is excuse. But they do willfully. They know it is wrong, still they do. That is funny. Knowing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally said, Asata Strisha, those who are habituated to illicit sex, is punishment. Asata is very, very bad. And still, if somebody does that, this is fine. All right. Here, illicit sex, the vows I heard, they say, oh, what is wrong there? It is love. They say that. They take it as love. Gopis love, they say. Gopis used to do that, to have illicit mixing, intermingling with Krishna. That is wrong. They get support from Krishna's Leela, such robe there. However, there are many so-called gentlemen. They write books on Krishna Leela, paint pictures. This is very nice. Krishna is advocating illicit intermingling. They take it as support of their sinful activity. I have seen personally anyone who is a woman hunter, He is being addressed by his friend. Oh, you are like Krishna. They take Krishna in that. How they will take ministration of Krishna. Avyananti Mahamudra. Param Bhava. You are teaching people to become Krishna conscious, to become adherent of Krishna, and the so-called gentleman, enlightened gentleman, take Krishna as a devotee. Black devotee. Many monkeys were deported by the government, but people protested. They were capturing monkeys.
Here?
Yes, government. And selling at good price in Europe. Or taking their hormones. Monkeys' hormones injected or with flesh. So one regains the sex one. They are very sexually strong.
That must interfere with their monkey's spiritual life.
Huh?
That interferes with the spiritual life of the monkey? Because then he can't die in Vrindavan.
His father not have. Everything is being done by superior and karuna. People should learn all these things by practical example instead of becoming irresponsible and without any obedience to the superior law. They should learn it, but they are no intention. They think we are all free. Apart from the monkeys coming, why there are so many varieties of life, how it is, what do they know? Nothing. All bluff, vague explanation, and that is going on in the name of science.